Doesn't. I'm just going to explain what we've just come out of an executive session, and we are going right into a work session. And then as soon as the work session is wrapped up, we will go into the city council meeting. So you are going to be witnessing a short work session right now. And during a work session, there's not public comment, and there's also no decisions made. So after that's wrapped up, there'll be time for public comment and council meeting. So we're just going to go straight into the work session. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance at the council meeting and all of that introduction then. Okay.
I'll go ahead with roll call.
Correct.
Counselor Augsburger. Counselor Bronson.
Here.
Counselor Heggie.
Here.
Counselor Richards.
Here.
Counselor Sanchez. Here. President Pro Tem Thorstad.
Here.
Mayor Coleman.
Present. Let the record show that there are 7 present for the work session. Go ahead.
All right, Madam Mayor, Council, just as a little bit of a review, at the last work session, you tasked staff to come together or to come up with a city manager and city attorney evaluation process. And just some of the things that was reached on consensus were the city manager evaluation would be modeled on City of Silverton's approach with input from city council, department heads, and feedback from staff using some of those elements out of there. The city attorney evaluation would include feedback from city council and staff members who interact regularly with the attorney using the same 1 to 5 scale. Both employees would complete a self-evaluation to be reviewed alongside council's evaluations in executive session. And then there was a piece where there would be broader community feedback sought with some kind of general survey overall with the direction of the city rather than individual employee performance. So what you have before you for the city manager are 3 forms, and then for the city attorney, 2 forms. And as you can see, for the city manager forms, we've got a city council form, we've got a department head form, and a staff form. Thank you to Cecily for putting all of this together in a fairly easy to read document. And basically, all 5 of those forms have the 1 to 5 scale. We just wanted council to get eyes on it to provide any feedback or suggestions or, consensus on whatever moving forward. So we'll give you a few minutes to, or however long you need to kind of look those over and provide any feedback to staff and moving forward.
Madam Mayor, these look good to me.
I reviewed them earlier as well, and I just want to say thank you so much to Cecily for the work in incorporating all of the ideas that were discussed and synthesizing them, because I know it was a little bit confusing. So I appreciated that work that you did there. It looks good to me as well.
The one thing I'll note, I know that there was a desire to incorporate a community survey somehow, not specific to the roles, but specific to how people felt about the direction of the city. So I did include in the process that I will return to you with that proposed survey before we get to the evaluation period.
So, Madam Mayor, may I? So when you said like a self-report, is that where the city manager and the city attorney explain with an amount of measure that we can see what has been accomplished so we know how to better evaluate? Is that what the self-report is?
Yeah, correct. It would be basically, for the city attorney and myself, just this is what we've done. This is, the areas that we think we've done well, and maybe there's some areas here we can improve in, that type of stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And if I could guide that a little bit, I think the original intent of the self-evaluation was number 1, to do the same numbering, but I believe you're seeking kind of the self-evaluations in a narrative format that they've used this past round, correct?
Yeah, it's just easier for me. I don't know about the other council members, for me to read what we've asked and a recap of what's been done so I can have data in front of me when I'm going to grade an employee.
So on the distribution process there, it would need to be moved to the top. Correct.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I think if I understand it correctly, Councilor Sanchez, because right now it's on like number 3. So we want to move it closer to the top.
So remembering feedback from 2 weeks ago, the numbering self-evaluation, there was a desire to see that at the same time as you all go over yours. So I think if everyone's amenable, step one is we'll have the person being reviewed complete their narrative self-evaluation. You can all review that, and then they'll turn in their numbered evaluation at a later date.
Yeah, I wasn't here at the last one, so I apologize, but that would be helpful to me. Thank you.
What are the counselor's thoughts on this process that's before you with that amendment in mind? Yeah. If you all can just like say out loud if you're good, that'd be really helpful.
Good.
I'm good with it.
I'm in support of it as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is a really thorough and transparent process, so I appreciate what you guys have done, and I agree with it.
Yep, I agree as well. And thank you for putting into what we were discussing, kind of wrapping it up and putting it into this.
So it sounds like we are all in agreement that this process is what we're going to go with for the next evaluation time, which would be next year for both city manager and city attorney. So as long as we add that one thing in there to incorporate Councilor Sanchez's idea. Sounds good. Okay, then I think we can close the work session out at 6:29 p.m. That's impressive. So we can take a minor break and then we'll get into council meeting.